Hello everyone, welcome to the new Terraform series. In previous sections, we discussed about the modules in Terraform. So today we are going to discuss about the Terraform functions. Let's see what is Terraform functions and why we need to use them. Okay, so before moving to the Terraform functions, let's understand what is Terraform console and how it is related with the Terraform function. Before moving to the Terraform functions, let's understand what is Terraform console and how it is related with the Terraform functions. So Terraform console, it is a interactive command line tool that lets you play with the expressions and functions. So it is the part of Terraform CLI. So basically once you hit Terraform console, now that interactive shell is activated for Terraform. Okay. And once you hit the Terraform console, it will read the state file and configuration present inside our given folder structure. Okay. Let's wait. Yeah, now it's open and let's play with it. Okay, so now in Terraform console we can try and test the Terraform functions and expressions. Okay, let's move to the Terraform functions. So basically Terraform functions are helps you to get and manage and manipulate the data in Terraform configurations. That are the built-in blocks, and the syntax is simple for functions. Like to define one function, you just need function underscore name, like any function name, and then simply parenthesis and the arguments here. Okay, but make sure that the alignment for the arguments are in sequence. So for that you can refer the Terraform documentations for functions. Okay, quickly dive into some functions in Terraform. So basically first function we are going to discuss is lower. So basically that function is uh, convert the uppercase characters into lowercase. If sometimes in variable by mistakenly someone passed some characters, and we want the name that to be created in lowercase, but due to typo or anything, that variables are passed using uh, uppercase. So in that case we just use lower. Now our function is defined as a lower. It open the parenthesis and pass the your variable strings, or you can pass the variables here, or you just type the variable name whatever you wanted to provide here. For example, I am typing a cloud hero. Okay, but due to some typo I by mistakenly uh press h capital instead of small. Okay, or c also, but I want my name to be in lowercase. So in that case if you use lower function, then it will convert the entire string to the lowercase. Okay, so this is how lower function works. Now, if you wanted to generate some random UID, or if you wanted to append some random ID at the end of the any value, so for that you can use UID function. So for that you just need to use UID, and that's it. It will generate one random UID for your Terraform string or any resource. Okay, so now the third function is very important, that is lookup. Basically that function is used to find the values for the specific key. So how we are going to use that? Just type lookup. Okay, parenthesis, and we need to pass the arguments here. So currently I am just uh, using key and values only. So key 1 has assigned its value 1, comma, then key 2 has assigned its value 2. Okay, now from this dictionary or from this structure you need to find the what is the value for key 1. So in that case after comma you just need to enter the string that you need to find. Like for example key 1, you just need to find the value inside key 1 key. Okay, then just hit enter. As you can see, the value 1 is printed. If you type key 2, then it will print the value from key 2. Okay, but what if I write key 3? That value is not present here. So in that case, what happen? It will return you one error that key 3 is not present inside it. Okay, so for that, Terraform also provides one feature in lookup function only. So you can set the default value for specific key if that key is not present. For example, key 3 is not present inside that structure. Okay, so at the end after comma you just need to provide some default value for key 3. For example, default underscore value. Now the default value we provide under function key 3. Now that key 3 function, now that lookup function is finding the value key 3 inside our parameters, but it won't find any key related with key 3, so it will return the default value. Hit enter. As you can see, it will return the default value. So this is about that lookup function. Now let's say in some Terraform code, you return some numbers, and from that numbers, you wanted to provide the input as the maximum number present from that string or list that you passed. Okay, so in that case, you can use max function, and you need to provide the inputs as a number. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So what happened in that case, that maximum function will return the maximum number present inside that present inside the inputs. Or you, if you wanted to pass some list, and from that list you wanted to print the maximum number, then for that you just need to add some syntax in the max function, that three dots, 1, 2, 3, and now this max function will return the maximum uh, number from that input list. Okay, as you can see, 6. So if there are lots of more functions present inside Terraform documentation, for that you can refer to the Terraform documentation also. I will show you. So Terraform functions. Yeah, as you can see under function section, there are lots of functions, like numeric functions, string functions. Now currently we open the built-in functions that we discussed, like maximum, and file functions, and some network functions, which are basically used in case of network configurations like VPC and subnets. Okay, date and time functions to print the date and time, encoding decoding functions, file system functions. So there are lots of functions. You guys can go and check it out from the Terraform documentation also. I just clear your base, like how functions works, how we are going to check or perform the testing in Terraform console about the functions, and that functions we are using as an expression in our Terraform code. Okay, now we are let's say if we created function here, then what is the use case of that function? How we are going to use that function in our Terraform code? Okay, so let's test that one with one example, and how we are going to use one expression from Terraform console into that example. Okay, so for that, let me just quickly display one local. I create one local for security groups, and insert security groups I map two security groups. So that one is the security group 1, and let me just quickly create the security group 2. Yeah, perfect. Let me just change the names for that. Okay, now this is the security group IDs that are stored under the variable security group, and that security group mapped to the SGS local. Okay, and now let's say I will take one example from our previous code, that is instance. Just copy, paste here, and comment. Okay. Now, suppose in our instance we are providing security groups. Okay. So for security groups, we need to provide we can provide as much as security groups if that we want, but minimum of one is required. Now I am passing two security groups. Okay. One and two. So as you can see, we pass the security groups, but that security groups are exposed, and if we wanted to change some security group at that time also, we can change that security group manually from here. But in locals we store the security group. You can use variables also here, and you can pass that security groups from variables also. Now let's directly check the how we are going to get that security groups inside from that local, and paste that expression here. Okay. So for that, let me just test with local set keys local dot sgs. Now let me just init first, Terraform init. Basically it referred the configurations files or state files. So for that we just need to first Terraform initialize and plan, and then we try to check if it's worked or not. So Terraform init and Terraform plan. Okay. Now Terraform console. Okay. Now just check the keys local dot sgs. As you can see, it will basically that key function is used to get the key from the specific input. So currently we have input like local and sgs. From that local sgs, I just wanted to print the keys. Okay. So for that we use keys function. Now but in our input we need to provide the values, that security group 1 and security group 2, right? So for that, instead of keys, just use values function. Okay, as you can see, it will print the values. And now just copy this expression, and instead of this, just paste that expression here. Okay, now it will work. So security groups, we pass the values directly from that locals using our values functions, which extract the values from local secure sgs. Okay, so this is how we test our expressions under Terraform console, and use that expressions to provide the values or inputs in our configuration file. Now let's quickly discuss the agenda for day 8. So on day 8 we are going to discuss one of the most important topic for Terraform. Basically that one used in complex scripting for Terraform. So we are going to discuss about loops. Then after loops we are going to discuss about for each loop. Then after that we are going to discuss about counts in Terraform. So that's it guys for today. Hope you guys like these sessions. Thank you so much.